Hello student, welcome back. Today I am going to teach you how to tell wild animals. This poem is fraught with different humors. The poet Caroline Wells has depicted it very nicely. Although we could see the various ferocious animals are roaming around, but for the sake of their identity and their proper description, she has used some humor in all the stanzas. You could see that there are many animals she had described here, like here Asian lion, after that Bengal tiger, after that leopard, bear, hyenas are there, crocodile, and last of all chameleon. First of all, we will read or go through this poem stanzas, after that describe elaborately. What is given in the box above? The humorous poem suggests some dangerous ways to identify for the wild animals. This humorous poem suggests some dangerous ways to identify the wild animals. Now we have to read how the poet has used the humor. Actually, these animals are ferocious animals. Inside, they are very danger, but outward looking very sober, noble, and innocent. But we should not be misguided by this appearance, outside appearance of these animals. You have to know, or you have to come very close to know these animals, what they actually are. Let's read these stanzas one by one. If ever you should go by chance to the jungles in the east, and if there should to you at once a large and tawny beast, if he roars at you as you are dying, you will know it is the Asian lion. You know, students, you know that Asian lions are found in Gujarat, in Gir forest, and these are the endangered species and kept in the proper places. Although these are very much asset to our country, but these animals are very dangerous animals. If you happen to come close to this animal, then these animals are waiting for you to be eaten. Actually, how is the size of this animal? It is very large in size, and one type of color, tawny color is there. Beast means animal. One type of yellow color has been mentioned, later I will mention the word meanings also. And if he roars at you as you are dying, actually you are so scared having looked at this animal that you will almost die of your fear when it starts roaring. So what is told in the first stanza? If ever you should go by chance to jungles in the east, and if there should to you advance a large and tawny beast, if he roars at you as you are dying, you will know it is an Asian lion. So it is a very huge animal. It is roaming around the jungles of the east. If you happen to go very close to this animal, then your life will be in danger. If you are roaming around, if you are going around the jungles of the east, sometimes you can see these animals. If there should to you advance a large and tawny beast, and you can see in your in front of you this animal is standing, and it is very large in size and little bit yellowish color. Beast is there. If he roars at you as you are dying, you will know it is the Asian lion. What is told in the second stanza? Or if some time when roaming around a noble wild beast greets you. Actually, this line is very much humor. This animal, Bengal tiger, is not looking so much noble. Outwardly it is looking very gorgeous and very quiet, very noble, very gentle, but inside it is very ferocious. And while instinct is just packed up with it, if sometime when roaming around, a noble wild beast greets you with black stripes on yellow ground. So, what does it mean by yellow ground, yellow background? So, over the yellow background, there are some black stripes. Just notice if he eats you. So, it is a very funny incident that you could not wait for the animal that he comes to you and starts eating you, but it is just for the sake of joke it was told that notice if he eats you. This simple rule may help you to learn the Bengal tiger to discern means look or see. That time you confirm 100% confirm that it is a Royal Bengal tiger having yellow background, black stripes, and very ferocious, very dangerous, attacks on you and starts eating you. That time you have to be confirmed that it is Bengal tiger. Now third stanza. If strolling forth the beast you view, whose hide with spots is papered, as soon as he has leapt on you, you will know it is the leopard. It will do no good to roar with the pain. He only leap and leap again. Actually, for the sake of the rhyming scheme, sometimes the similar sounding words are being given, although it is not matching with the spelling, like lept left and lep left is given in the last line. A repetition was done in the third stanza, last line repetition, left and left, and alliteration is also there, repetition of the same consonant sound. If strolling forth a beast you view, strolling means just moving gently or walking gently, light walk. A beast you view means you dangerous animal you can see, whose hide means skin, with spots is paper. So some black spots are there scattered. Papered means here scattered over the body, some black spot, and yellow background is there. As soon as he has leapt on you, so leapt means jumped. When you can see that he is coming to jump over you, you will know it is the leopard. That time you will confirm that it is a leopard. It will do no good to roar with pain. Actually, there is no sympathy in this animal. If you are having a pain, if you are suffering for this, if you are groaning or shouting aloud for help, this animal will not help you or not release you, because you are under its control. He will only leap and leap again. So it loves to jump and it does not roar so much. Its body is papered or spotted with some black dots. It is a very dangerous animal also. Let's go to the another stanza. Here the poet Caroline Wells had depicted very nicely how is the instinct of the bear, how do it make its prey, like its style is quite different from other animal. If when you are walking around your yard you will meet a creature there, sometimes you are just out of the house moving on the yard, and suddenly you can see one creature or animal there who hugs you very hard. It is not a loving touch, not a gentle touch of love. It is not a long separation that once again reunion is going on, but it is the style of preying or hunting. First of all, it comes very close, then holds you tightly, and its arms become so strong that it crushes your body and stops your heart beating, and then you will die and it will be very easy for the animal to eat you after that. Who hugs you very and very hard. Be sure it is a bear. If you have any doubts, I guess he will give you just one more caress. Caress means here gentle, loving touch. Caress means here gentle, loving touch. Actually, its touch is not only the loving touch. First of all, it was a loving touch, then transformed it into a very rigorous and very problematic and very dangerous touch that leads you to death. All these projection of the line and the words have been given very fantastically with a lot of humor, although we could not want to come very close to these animals, but here the poet has drawn you very close to this animal to know the identity or the special features, how they hunt, and how do you know who the animal is. Let's go to the next stanza. Though to distinguish beast of prey, a novice might nonplus. Here you could see that some word meanings are given. Here, novice means somebody who has joined in the job for the new, and here, distinguish means different. Some animals which are quite different, and their habits are quite different, especially for hunting. To distinguish, some animals are common for showing their attitude and behaviors, but some beasts are totally different, and they have some special features to make you understand that these animals are these. Though to distinguish beast of prey means hunt, a novice might nonplus. Sometimes, if a newcomer, if a new person is coming in front of such animals, you are going to, I'm going to tell about. So, this new person may be misguided by the identity if he does not know it. Nonplussed means here confused. Sometimes people might be confused, especially the freshers will be confused if they don't have such experience of these animals. The crocodile you always may, the crocodile you always may tell from the hyena thus. Here two characters are given, like one is hyena, other is crocodile. They have two different special features to know them very closely. Hyenas come with merry smiles. Actually, if you happen to see hyenas, then you could see that it is coming with a smiling face. But it is not the smiling face, it is the natural habit of this animal. Its face is looking smiley face, but actually it is not. But if they weep, they are crocodile. So hyenas could be identified by their smiling face, but crocodiles could be identified by their weeping or tears all the time. Some drops of water is coming down the eyes. These features are there to make them know that these animals are these. Last stanza. The true chameleon is small, a lizard sort of thing. He hasn't any ears at all and not a single wing. If there is nothing on the tree, it is the chameleon you see. It is the chameleon. Actually, it loves to make camouflaging, means changing of color according to the surrounding. It is true, chameleon is very small in size. It is looking like a lizard that you can find at your home or surrounding areas. Obviously, chameleon is also living at your neighbor areas, and he hasn't any ears at all. For hearing purpose, he does not have any ears and not a single wing also for flying. If there is not, if there is nothing on the tree, it is chameleon you see. After that, we move to describe it elaborately. Let's go there. How to Tell Wild Animals, written by Carolyn Wells. Later we come to know about the poet's identity in the after slides. So here some word meanings are given, like tawny beast and brownish yellow in color. Actually the line is tawny beast. And roads is given. Roads means gives out a long loud sound. Lions roar and cats mews and dogs bark. This tiger is roaring. This tiger is roaring at the lady in the forest. Discern means see. And strolling. Strolling means wandering. Brisk walking is given. Novice means beginner or the fresher. Let's read about the special feature of Asian lion in the paragraph from or point wise. The Asian lion is a large beast. He is brownish yellow in color. He roars. The sound is terrible to hear. This makes one almost die due to the great fear. He is found in the forest in the eastern countries of Asia. That's why it is called Asian lion. Bengal tiger. The Bengal tiger roams in the forest freely. He is king of animals. He looks noble. He has black stripes on the yellow background. When this tiger notices someone, he tries to eat him. Someone is coming. He tries to eat him. He is so terrifying with his jaw and teeth also. Let's go to the another slide. Leopard. A leopard has spots. That what has been given by people. The leopard has spots on his hide. Hide means skin. These are the black in color on the yellow skin. He is great runner. As soon as he sees someone, he leaps over him. At once, he attacks on him and starts eating. He is so terrifying and powerful. It is given about the bear. The poet describes the bear in a humorous way. As soon as the bear comes near a human being, he embraces him tightly, holds him tightly. Then he starts to make his hug tight or arms. After that, he makes the arms tight and he starts squeezing one to death. He will touch him lovingly. That's why it is known a bear's hug. After that, hyena and crocodile. The poet describes the crocodile and the hyena humorously also. The crocodile has tears in his eyes when it comes near its victim. The hyena has happy smiles on his face, but this is not so. The hyena's face is made like this. After that, in the last stanza, it was told about the chameleon. It could change the color to misguide different animals and prey, and it is very small in size. It could be observed in the different areas, especially on the branches of the trees. It has no ear to listen, and all these features are there for the chameleon. Humor in this poem. The poet creates humor by describing various beasts of prey differently. It is by the use of the words and emotions. The Bengal tiger is never noble in his heart. The leopard kills his prey in the moment. His crying would not save him. The bear's hug is never loving. The hyena never smiles happily. Let's know about the poet Carolyn Wells. Carolyn Wells was an American author and poet. She was the daughter of William E. and Anna Wells. She is a writer of poems, mysteries, children's literature, parodies, and other humorous pieces. She was born in 1862 on June 18 and at Rahway, New Jersey, United States. And she was died in March 26, 1942. So we come to know that Caroline Wells was a very talented genius, and she had written many compositions, and she was a writer of the poems, mysteries, children's literature, parodies, and other humorous pieces also. So basically, her representation was full of humor, giving some serious topics at light image to describe its different features. Like in this poem, it was happened, and her date of birth was given like June 18, 1862, Rahway, New Jersey, United States. Basically, she was American, and she was died. Date was given to March 26, 1942. So that was all about this poem. In my next video, I will come with another topic, another poem. Till then, goodbye to all of you.